Hello everyone, welcome back to Indian Online School, a school for Olympiad champions. So today I'm here to discuss the NSO Level 2 for Grade 5 full length paper and hope it would be helping you for your upcoming NSO Level 2 exam. So let us start it. So the question number 1 here is PQ RNS are drops of wax placed on a rectangular piece of metal. When the metal frame is heated at the point shown in the diagram, the drops of wax will melt. Which of the following shows the correct order in which the drops of wax will melt? So everybody, this is the metal one. So metals are the good conductors of heat, right? So if we start from here, how it will transfer the heat from one to another, one to the another. So the correct order would be, it would be the nearest one would be getting melted first, then Q, and simultaneously it would be S, and the last one would be R. So our answer would be option number B here for this question. Next question says, match the column 1, that is nutrients. Column 2 is for functions over here. And column 3 is deficiency symptom, and select the correct option from the given codes. So everybody, to tell you, it is very, very important. In grade 5, there are many charts that you need to learn so that you would be up to the mark. These are the direct questions. And if you remember the correct, the matching, you will directly get good marks over here. So if we match everything, option A would be the correct answer for this question. Next question. Next question is, select the correct statement out of the following. So sandy soil needs regular addition of fertilizers as it holds a large amount of water. Loamy soil has good qualities of both sandy and clayey soil and thus is most suitable for pottery. Clayey soil develops cracks in hot weather, causing harm to the roots of the plants. Thus, it's not suitable for the agriculture. And the last one is, the water holding capacity is highest in the clayey soil and lowest in loamy soil. So everybody, we need to find the correct statement. And out of these four, C is the correct statement over here. Okay. Now, fourth question, which of the following graphs correctly depicts the body temperature of the given animals with respect to the ambient temperature over a 24 hours period? So everybody, what is ambient temperature? Ambient temperature means the regular temperature of that area. So here what we need to find out, we need to find out the animals. How do we solve this? We need to find out which are the cold-blooded animals and which are the warm-blooded animals. Why this so? Because warm-blooded animals, they will not be able to change their body temperature with the change in the outside temperature or the time, whereas cold-blooded would be able to do that. So let us find out that. So among here, if I see here, the cold-blooded animals out of these four A, B, C, D are frog, toad, and chameleon. Amphibians are the cold-blooded animals. Who are the warm-blooded animals? All the mammals and the birds. So rest of them are warm-blooded animals. So now we need to see here, how do we find the answer? So everybody, frog is at constant over here. That means frog is not changing the temperature, but frog is a cold-blooded animal. So this is a wrong option. So if we see like that, option number C aligns with the graph where toad is changing its temperature with the time as amphibian, and seal is constant, and seal is the mammal, right? Next question, question number 5. The given options shows the bacterial count, oxygen level, and number of green plants and animals in the river near each of the four towns A, B, C, D. Which town is situated near an unpolluted river? So when we say unpolluted river, what should be there? Oxygen should be high, number of green plants should be high, and if oxygen and number of green plants are high, your number of animals should be high, whereas bacterial count should be low. So our option number D should be the correct answer for this option. Next question. Refer to the given flow chart and identify the components X, Y, and Z of air. Okay, so X, Y, and Z. What is X? It promotes burning. X is something which would be promoting which gas? Oxygen, right? Why is it promotes burning? No, it is used directly by plants to make food. We know it is carbon dioxide. The Z is it promotes burning, no, and not used by the plants. It will be our nitrogen. Our answer would be option number C over here. Next question. Study the arrangement of four magnets shown in the given diagram. Which of the following is possible arrangement of two of the magnets? So everybody, whenever this type of question comes, we need to just remember one law. We have two poles, north and south. When we know when opposite are here, they would be attracting, whereas the similar one, they would be repelling each other, right? So now starting from here, I can assume that this is North Pole, South Pole. Then this would be North, South, North, South, North, and South. Why I'm saying that? Because I will say this is magnet 1, magnet 2, magnet 3, and magnet 4. So if magnet 1 and 2 are attracted, means these two are the opposite poles. Same magnet 2 and 3, these are the opposite poles. Same, these are the opposite magnet poles. I can do it vice versa. I can write it as south pole, north. It doesn't matter, right? We need to see which one would be the possible arrangements. Now we know that one is the magnet one is P is north and S is now your Q is south pole. According to that, if you see what is the next possible arrangement over there, right? So here, if I see P is north, Q is south, W is south, and your V is north. This is not possible because two look-alike are coming over here. B, if I see Q is south, north, W is south, and V is north. Yes, this is the possible combination because both of them are opposite, right? Question number 8. So question number 8 is, Raman planted 4 plants P, Q, R, and S near the boundary of this garden. So here is the planted, like the parent plants. The diagram shows the distribution of these plants in the garden area after a certain time period. Which one of the plants is most likely to be hiptage? Okay, so these are the plants. 4 types are there. So this is P and Q. R is round one and S is diamond, right? Now, the hiptage is what? Hiptage dispersal is by wind or air, right? So when any seed is being dispersed by wind or air, it would be going very, very far. This is the clue point, right? So that is basically the hiptage. If we see here, this one is going far to the boundaries of the garden. So the diamond one, the S should be our hiptage over here. So our answer would be plant S over here. Question number 9. Question number 9 is, the given table shows the rank of 3 different minerals on the scale of hardness. The given option shows the scratch marks made on the surface of one mineral by rubbing with another mineral. Based on the above data, which of the following results of scratch test will be obtained? So basically this question is from your matter and material and from the properties of the matter and material option. So what is the this thing here? What is the principle here? So the hard one on rubbing would be making the scratch on the other one, right? So that would be our correct explanation. If we see here in the option number, so we have the hardness of the material over here. So here the hardest one is Z because it is making 7 on the rank of hardness of the your mineral. Z is the softest one here and 4 is the X is the in the middle of that, right? So if we see here, our probable answer should be where Z is scratching on the softer one, right? And if I see that, I found that B, the Z is the hardest one, making the scratches on Y, that is the softest one. Okay. Next is question number 10. Shiva just completed vigorous exercise. Which part of the graph most likely shows the time when he just stopped exercising? Okay, so it would be like here at the P he started, Q it was starting, the heartbeat starting from the Q, then it was constant until R and then started dropping down. So it cannot be all of a sudden cannot stop down. It will take some time to stop it down. So R is the point where it started stopping it, and slowly heartbeat came down. Our answer for this one should be option number B here. Question number 11. Refer to the given figure X, Y, and Z and select the correct option. So this is duck, your turtle, and the penguin. So what is there? They all possess similar body covering. No. They all possess flippers. No. They all possess hollow bones. No. They all possess similar respiratory organs. Yes, this is our correct answer. Question number 12. Question number 12 is Raj shone torchlight on three objects P, Q, and R one at a time and measured the amount of light that passed through each one of them by using light sensors. The graph shows the result of his experiment. Which of the following options correctly identifies P, Q, and R? So here understand this way we have material and this way we have the light which was passed. So from the P, no light was passed. From the Q, it was maximum, and R, it was in the middle. So which object will not pass the light at all? The opaque object. So P is something opaque, right? Then Q has allowed to pass lot of light. It would be a transparent one. Or it would be a translucent, right? So our correct answer would be option number B here. Our next question is question number 13. Seema group plants on the basis of their mode of vegetative reproduction. In one of the groups, she placed an incorrect member by mistake. Identify this group and select the correct options. So everybody, what is vegetative reproduction? When reproduction happens, except the flowering part, except means by root, leaf, or stem, we call it as vegetative reproduction. So let us see the options here. Potato, ginger, and onion. These three are by stem. Sweet potato, dahlia, and carrot by root. Hibiscus, bougainvillea, and rose by stem. Coming to the C option, bryophyllum is by leaves. Begonia, flowering plus leaf both, and sugarcane is by stem. So our correct option would be option number C. Here is one of the incorrect member over here. Next question, select the incorrect match. So we need to find the incorrect match over here. So exosphere, all weather changes takes place in this layer. Stratosphere, jet planes usually fly in this layer. Mesosphere, most meteoroids entering the Earth's atmosphere slow down and burns up in this layer. Thermosphere, space shuttles orbit in this layer. So everybody, the incorrect match is option number A. As in exosphere, it is the outermost layer where everybody escape into the space. Okay. So question number 15 now. Question number 15 says, refer to the given classification table and select the correct option. So X is joint present between upper and lower arm. It would be hinge joint, right? Y joint present between carpals. It would be gliding. And Z is joints present between the first two vertebrae of the spine. This is pivot joint. Okay, and we need to find the correct option over here. The correct answer would be option number A. Question number 16 now. Question number 16 says, following animal X and Y have been paired based on the manner in which they obtain and consume their food. Select the option that correctly pairs animals on the similar basis. Okay, so here this is rabbit and this is butterfly. How the rabbit is feeding on, it would be gnawing, and butterfly by sucking. Okay, and the similar pattern we see in hamster and the bed bug. Question number 17, study the given relationship shale, slate, and granite. Select the option that correctly satisfies the same relationship. So shale is an example of sedimentary rock. Slate is an example of metamorphic one. And granite is an example of igneous rock. The similar one we will find in which one? Option number A, conglomerate, nessus, and the pumic stone. Question number 18, select the option which classifies non-communicable and communicable diseases correctly. So communicable diseases, CD is communicable and ND is non-communicable. Communicable disease means which can be passed on from one person to another. That can be through air, water, or by skin contact. Non-communicable, which are individual specific, right? So if we see here, option number D, the communicable is typhoid and jaundice, and rickets and scurvy. These are non-communicable ones. Question number 19. Question number 19 says, study the three similar classes of tea that are placed on the table. Which of the following statements are true about the classes of tea X, Y, and Z? So in option X, it is T is more and at 75. In the Y, lesser T is there. That is again at 75. And T in the Z is in the medium one. It would be 75. So let's say this is 100. This is 75 and this is 50 ml, for example. Right? We need to find out which of the statements are true about it. So everybody, we should understand what do we mean by heat. Heat is the form of energy and how it is different than the temperature. Temperature is the thermal state of any body. Heat can be transferred, but the temperature cannot be, right? Based on that, the more is the amount of substance, more would be the heat over there. So that the answer should be the tea in the glasses X and Y have more heat than in the glass Z, right? Both of them, if we combine, it would be more heat than the glass Z over there, right? Question number 20. Question number 20 is identify X, Y, Z form of given figure and select the correct statement regarding it. So here X is what? X is skeleton or voluntary muscle, which would be connecting the bones to the muscles. The Y is smooth muscle, involuntary one. This is controlled by brain and the spinal cord, and Z1 is the cardiac, that is related to the heart, and we need to find the correct option about it. The correct option would be option number D, none of them. Okay. Question number 21, select the animal group that possess similar body covering. Okay, if we see the crocodile, so I will write here, this is scale, ostrich is feather, newt is skin. If we see elephant, skin, frog is again skin, rhino is skin, thick skin. Okay, turtle is scooters, tortoise, scooters, and snail, it would be the shell, right? Porcupine, spine, hedgehog, spine, crocodile, scale. So which is the similar one? Option number B over there. Okay, coming to the question number 22. 22 says the given figure shows plant parts labeled as P, Q, R, and S. Which of the following correctly list the plants in which label part is edible? Okay, so here P is your flower part, R is leaf, S is stem, and Q is root. Very simple question, right? So if we see, it would be option number C here. 23, question number 23. 23 says, read the given statement regarding the lever and select the correct ones. In beam balance, fulcrum is in the middle. A nutcracker is an example of third class lever. In tongs, the fulcrum and load are at the two ends. And the fourth one, the seesaw, is an example of first class lever. We need to find out the correct one. So correct one is in beam balance, fulcrum is in the middle. Nutcracker is an example of not the third class. It is the second class lever. This is correct. This is correct. So my answer would be option number A over here. Question number 24. Okay. 24, we have to unscramble the letters and in letters in the column 2 to make meaningful terms and match one with the column 2. Select the correct options over here. Tropical storm with the spinning wheel, cyclone, okay, hollow top of the volcano, crater, extended period of the dry weather, drought, and magma coming up from a volcano, it is lava. So if we see that, our correct option would be option number D. Okay, question number 25. The given diagram shows 3 gears arranged to work in a mechanical system. If the gear R moves in the anti-clockwise direction, in which direction would gears P and Q move? So everybody, it is always if one is being given, suppose R is given and it is anti-clockwise, right? Then the rest of them too would be in the opposite direction of that. So means P and Q would be the clockwise. Okay, next question is question number 26. 26 says, study the given relationship. Soluble impurities, insoluble ones. So we have to find X and Y. Which are the methods to purify them? Like soluble impurities and insoluble one, and select the correct option that correctly identifies them. So it would be for soluble impurities, distillation, and for the insoluble, it would be filtration. Option number B would be our answer. Question number 27. Study the given table Study the table given below describing the characteristics of W, X, and Y and Z, and which of the following is likely to be a mosquito. Okay, so mosquito, what is the characteristics of the mosquito? Mosquito is an insect and they would be having 6 legs, right? Nothing apart from that. So our straight away answer would be option number C. Question number 28. In question number 28, X changes to Y in condensation. Select the correct option that correctly represents the arrangement of molecules in X and Y. So which would be changing into the condensation? In condensation, gas stage is converted to liquid. Here, which one is gas and which is liquid here? So if we see the molecules are very far from each other, this is our gas state and this is our liquid state. So our option would be option number B here. Okay, coming to question number 29, very, very easy and simple one. 5 objects A, B, C, D, E of the same volume but different masses. What do we mean by that? Means the amount of the matter which makes them is called as the mass. So they can be of same volumes. They would be occupying the same space, but their masses are different. Are put into a tank of water as shown here, which of following is most likely to be the mass of the object D over here. So straight away it would be in between 62 to 85 and then it would be 74. Question number 30, select the animal that has similar body covering as the animal shown here. It is polar bear, right? And which covering it has? It has skin plus fur. Penguin, what do they have? They do not have the fur on their body. They have feather and flippers. Toad would be having skin, moist skin. Sea reptile, they would be having the scales. Deer would be having the skin and hair, right? So this would be our correct answer over here. Question number 31. 31 says in India, crops that are grown in winter are called rabi crops. Which of the following are the rabi crops? Everybody, very, very important to learn about the examples of rabi and kharif crops. Definitely one question is definitely going to come over here. Question number 32. Select the option that correctly represents chemical change and the physical change, X and Y. What is chemical change? Chemical changes, it is irreversible and we get a new product out of it. Whereas physical change is the change in the state of matter and it is reversible. Okay, the size can be changed, shape can also be changed. So according to this definition, option number B, cooking of food and melting of ice, these are the examples of reversible, chemical and the physical change. Question number 33. 33 is, study the given table, select the option that correctly identifies X, Y, and Z. X is definite volume, opaque, and definite shape. Y is definite volume, opaque, and the definite shape. Z is definite shape and the definite volume also. So the one which is having the definite volume, it would be some liquid, right? And then it would be solid and this will also be solid. But being this solid and this would be difference as this is not opaque, this is opaque, right? So according to that, our answer would be option number C over here. Question number 34, which of the following is not a greenhouse gas? Sulfur dioxide is not a greenhouse gas. Question number 35. Which of the following groups of seeds contain only dicot seed? What is dicot? Dicot is if you break the seed, it would be breaking into the two parts like this, right? And the correct example is option number C. Question number 36. Which of the following belong to the same group to which microbes that causes plague and polio belongs? So plague X and Y, right? Plague and polio. Plague and polio are the examples of what? Plague is an bacterial and polio is viral one. Here, this is virus, this is bacteria, this is fungal, and this is protozoa. So our option would be X would be your option number C. Question number 37. Observe the given figure. From which of the following layers does molten magma come out when a volcano erupts? It is from the R, from the middle part, from the mantle part of the earth layer. 38. Denu classified plants into groups as shown in the table shown here. Which of the following is the most appropriate heading for group X and group Y? Fern, mosses, and pine, dahlia, potato, and onion. So fern, mosses, and pines are the examples of non-flowering plants. Dahlia, potato, and onion are from the flowering plants. So our answer would be option number C here. Rini was asked to write some involuntary actions. She has written some voluntary actions also as shown in the list. Select the option that contains only involuntary actions. So involuntary actions would be which are not in our control: digestion of food, then your beating of heart and your breathing. These are not in our control. Question number 40. Ruchi categorized animals on the basis of their body covering. She made 3 groups and by mistake placed one wrong member in each group. Identify the wrong member of each group and select the correct option. So I will write here, snake is scale, lizard is scale, and crab is shell. Sloth is fur, platypus is fur, salmon is scales. Penguin, feather, pigeon, feather, grasshopper, chitin. So if we see here, grasshopper of group 3 should be replaced with the parakeet. Parakeets are what? Parakeets are the parrot family. So if we put a parrot family or parakeet here, it would be feather, feather, feather. Question number 41. 41 is which of the following represents the first class lever X and the second class lever Y? Simple one here. 42, refer to the given band diagram and select the correct option over here. So here P is having here, Q is having here plus wings, and R is wings only, right? So here the one who is having here, it could be a mammal, right? Q hair plus wings, it would be bat. It is an exception where it would be having hair plus wings, and R could be any of the bird over here, right? So then our answer correct option would be P and R may possess endoskeleton of bones, right? Question number 43. Study the given passage. X and Y, X, Y, and Z are different parts of the brain. X controls muscular activities, Y controls learning ability and memory, and Z controls activities such as breathing, heartbeat, and blood pressure. Identify X, Y, and Z and select the correct statement regarding it. So, everyone, what would be X? It would be motor cortex, right? What would be Y? It would be cerebellum. And what would be Z? It would be medulla. According to that, now we know. So Z connects the brain to the spine cord, whereas Y is the largest part of the brain, right? Question number 44. 44 says solve the given puzzle based on the disease and select the option that is not hidden here. Right, a disease that can spread by biotic agent, right? Okay, first we will write here Malaria. Malaria. Okay, typhoid, 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 SCURVY, goiter. Now we know here, right? So the disease that can spread by biotic agent, malaria, a disease that spreads by contaminated food or water, typhoid, a disease that is caused due to the deficiency of energy giving food. Which one is that? Marasmus. Marasmus is not here. A disease that is caused due to the deficiency of protective food. It could be scurvy or the goiter, one of them. Question number 45. 45 says, Swati wanted to study the effect of temperature on the rate of evaporation. For this, she carried out the experiment under four different sets of conditions as shown in the table. Which of the following is best suited to conclude the effect of temperature on the rate of evaporation? Everybody, when we set up an experiment, apart from the condition that we want to test, everything apart that would be same. It has to be standardized, right? So here if we see the volume, so we have taken set W, X, Y, and Z over here. Set X, so here it would be surface area of the container 80, 120, 80, and 120. Humidity 80, 90, 90, and 90. And the temperature is 75, 120, 75, and 75. What we need to test here? Where we want to test the effect of temperature. So means the temperature should be varied, rest all the conditions should be same. So if we see that set X and the set Z are ideal for the condition, as set X, the volume, the surface area is correct, right? Humidity is also correct, same. The temperatures over here are different that we want to test. Okay, so everybody, until here it would be science section. After that, from 46 to 50, we would be having the achiever section, right? Then every question would be carrying 3 marks from here onwards. Okay, so 46 question, study the given flow chart, select the option that correctly identifies P2S, dispersed by water, dispersed by animals, dispersed by explosion, dispersed by the wind. So everybody, it would be coconut or lotus. Dispersed by the animal, it would be xanthium. dispersed by explosion, it can be pea plant. Dispersed by wind, it would be hiptage, madar, and dandelion. So our answer would be option number B over here. Question number 47. Refer to the given food web. If a population of an animal X is introduced in this community who preys on mice and the snake, then what will not be likely consequences over time? Okay. So first, this is our starting point. Always in the food chain or the food web, I already told that the plants are the starting point for any food chain or the food web. Now we are introducing an organism which would be preying on mice and snake. These two. These are the animals which the animal X would be feeding on. Right. So what would be the consequences here? The population of owl will decline with the time. Would it decline? Would it decline? Yes, it will decline. So this is true. The populations of frog and sparrow will increase with time. The population of frog and sparrow will increase with the time. Yes, it will increase. Plant and grasshopper population will remain infected. This could be our probable answer over here. This is not one. Question number 48, bimetallic strip. Ritu took two bimetallic strips, 1 and 2, of equal size, length, and the breadth, made up of metals P and Q and R, respectively, as shown in the figure. She subjected each bimetallic strip to heating for the same time period. The given diagram shows her experiment. So, everybody, in bimetallic strip, we take two strips that were equal size, length, and the breadth, but they were made up of different metals. When we say different metals, so here the property of the expansion and the contractions come in, right? So, the here one of them would be expanding more on heating, one would be less, right? So now we need to find out which of the following can be inferred from the experiment. Q expands more as compared to P and R on heating the same time period. No, the metal X as compared to P is expanding less because it is going outwards, right? Metal R contracts more as compared to metal P and Q on heating for the same time period. Right? No, this is also not true. The order of expansion of these metals when subjected to heating is R, Q, and P. Yes, R, Q, and P. This would be the correct answer. Question number 49. Study the given flowchart and select the correct option regarding P2S. P is planet made up of gases. It would be your outer planets, right? All of them. Q is planet made up of gases. No, it has natural satellite. No, it would be Venus, right? Then R is planet made up of gases. No, it has satellite. Life exists here. It would be our Earth. And R would be your Mercury. What would be our correct answer over here for this one? So here Q could be the hottest planet, where P could be our coldest planet, as Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are the outer planets, right? Last question, question number 50. The following figure shows three states X, Y, and Z in which a matter can exist. Identify these states and processes P, Q, R, and S and select the correct option regarding it. So everybody, we will write here, this is solid, liquid, and gas. So solid to liquid, this is melting. Liquid to gas, it is evaporation or boiling. Gas to liquid, condensation. And liquid to solid, this is freezing, right? These are the processes names. And now we need to find out which would be the correct option. Process S is responsible for drying of the wet clothes. No, it should be process R instead of S. Process Q is responsible formation of clouds in the atmosphere? No, this is also not. Condensation is for that. A naphthalene ball converts from its X state to Y state and vice versa by involving processes P and Q. No, that is sublimation. That's not been given here. D, during processes P and R, heat energy is used to overcome the forces of attraction between the particles. Yes, everybody, between P and R, it is the melting and the evaporation or boiling. Here the heat energy is required to overcome the forces of attraction, so that molecules would be loosened from each other. So with this, everybody, I hope that this would be really helping all of you, and thank you very much.